is to find out what it is that we are to do to maximize and increase our vibration so we don't have these challenges of being ill. So it doesn't just come with the food you eat. It doesn't just come, because you are doing yoga and that kind of thing. It's a compilation of things holistically. And once you really understand the 5 bodies, in this reading it tells you about your 5 bodies. It explains the mental problems you're having and why you act the way you do in terms of the mindset you have. And that's where the challenge is to remember. It tells you about the emotional body. That's the one. Mental body is a challenge to remember. The emotional body, it tells you exactly what the hidden stuff is. The stuff that that you sometimes feel that is hidden and unexpected, which is really today what I'm working with, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. Because you got to realize what your bodies are asking of you that are being manifested to your physical body in terms of your time spacesuit. Your spacesuit is now asking for more support and how it navigates, and it navigates based on 4 dimensions, which gives your physical dimension what it is. That's the mental, the emotional, spiritual, and the soul quality that gives you what you are in your physical dimension. So your body is not of itself in a physical way. You have that which is fueling, which is intangible, that makes your body tangible. And you'll see people's reaction to certain things relative to where they are in their bodies. Mental, emotional, spiritual, and soul. What's, ironically enough, is the mess. That's an acronym. That's your body is in. And we're here to clean up the mess. That's all. Clean up the mess. And get the message that we have to make this thing the manifestation of the highest quality of life. So once you understand your mess, which that reading tells you, the 4 different ways that your bodies are being activated, then you can be able to see why your physical body does or responds to what it does. The mental, emotional, spiritual, and soul. And when you read that, you'll see how it works. And then you'll know each day which way you're traveling or navigating. Today is a blue day, and the blue day is in the west. So therefore, you're traveling west today. So if you're a yellow, you're traveling west, you'll see in your reading that you're traveling with analogous to yourself, because yellow is south, and south and west are analogous to each other, in that it complements each other and it actually is the partner of each other. So they're planetary partners to help each other. So that your physical body is in the western direction for those who are actually yellow. So your physical body adheres to the blue chromatic. So vibrationally, your physical body resonates on the blue resonant or the blue chromatic. It may sound crazy, like, what are you saying? What does that mean? Once you get to reading, you'll see what it really means, and you'll see how it works. And you'll see that today for you is a very supportive day. Supportive day in that it helps to navigate, and it can be so supportive that you can also become stagnant because it's so comfortable on the blue day for those who are in the yellow chromatic. Those of you who are in the white chromatic, like myself, this is an emotional day because it's in our western direction, but we're in the north, and the north and the west have an emotional energetics. This is the vibrations. And you'll see on a blue day that it's very emotional for you. And it might get confessed now, those of you who are white chromatic, that some emotional things are stirring up in you because of the direction of this vibration today. And I'm telling you, it's not, don't listen to me. I'm not trying to convince you or imprint you. I'm saying to you, once you get your signature, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And then you'll know what to do on that day. In fact, let's do this to be even more interactive. Let's let Mama here go to your blue page in there. It should be a blue page. And those of you who have signatures, all of you should go to your blue page. And then y'all follow suit. Those of you who don't, no, they're going to be your guides. So I want everybody to go to your blue page. And I want everybody to speak loud enough so they can hear what your blue page is in terms of the signature. What does it say it is? The glyph. Identify it. Okay, now all Lamont is the same. So all those who are Lamont is the blue monkey. Now, those of you who may be in the right direction has to be the eagle. Right, for you. Because you're
Blue storm.
blue storm.
Blue night.
Blue night.
Blue hand.
Blue hand. Depending on your signature, you will have your blue, if you're yellow, your blue direction will be your emotional body. But what I want somebody to do is read loud. I just want you to read what it says in terms of the compatibility. Those of you who are Lamont or in the yellow direction, read it. So I'm going to have you read loud what it says about today for you. If you woke up this morning, you would know exactly how this day is going to be or what the potential of this day is by virtue of that, or your interaction with someone who's in the blue direction who may be blue. Well, this will be your relationship. So you don't know that by heart because you don't know people, you're not psychic yet. You don't know intuition, you're not telepathy, you don't know who the person is. But you can tell by how y'all interact whether this information is going to help you and support you in understanding what it is. So I want you to read that loud. Huh?
This paragraph.
Yeah, that paragraph, yes.
Compatible sons comes from the connections between blue west, yellow south, red east, white north. Interaction with the compatible day or person reaffirms our truth and divinity. These connections are cosmic, AH, and are very
Cosmic,
Oh, I'm sorry.
That could be anything. Hell.
Okay, it is so comfortable that it is almost like being yourself. Compatible sons are an easy, encouraging interaction. While relationships with these compatible sons are easy, there is a tendency toward lack of forward movement or spiritual lethargy. These relationships can stagnate. Effort needs to be applied for continued forward movement. Compatible relationships can also imply that past karma has been cleared, thus making the challenge no longer necessary to create growth.
Okay. Who's next? I wanted somebody from a different direction. Same thing, right?
I'm Blue Eagle.
Yeah?
Blue Eagle.
Right. So go ahead and read what yours says.
Mine is hidden sons. Come from the connection between blue west, white north.
No, hold on. Now, when she read the first one, she said that the compatible sons are what? Say it again.
Comes from the connection between blue west, yellow south.
No, hold on. Blue west, yellow south. That's compatible. So therefore, the blue west and the yellow south are compatible. Now, when you're dealing with a different direction, which is
My hidden sons come from the connection between blue west, yellow south, white north, and red east.
and the reason why yours is what it is why?
Connections between hidden suns and Mayan cycles are suns least able to be seen or understood. Keep
Right.
reading.
Because you're in the right direction, northern direction, right?
Right.
So keep reading.
Okay. They are mysterious and misunderstood. It is a connection that feels confused. Deep personal connections is a challenge with a hidden sun, but when a connection is made, there's always a surprise and an unexpected realization. You may feel that a person or a day with the energy of a hidden sun is seeking something from you, thus triggering trust issues. The challenge is to break through the barrier and see the hidden realization. Surprise and mystery always accompany the connection between hidden suns. Expect the unexpected.
See, now this wisdom is empowering now. See, we're no longer the victim now. See, once you know your signature, you know who you are, you know how you travel, you know how you're moving, you have no excuses now. All right, the language of light, y'all. This lens holds your approach to an interdimensional galaxy. Now, we can't really see the lens because of the light, right? So we have to turn the light up for a minute so y'all can see that lens. For y'all to see it here, I'm sure.
No, I don't have a picture of the lens.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
That's the hoodie.
okay, that's the hoodie. That's the lens. How about that? Y'all see it now?
You can show them the lens over there on our display table.
Okay. See, I told y'all, watch. Watch what happened. See? This is the lens, y'all. This is the Mayan oracle. And oracles are important because the oracle always have oracle cards. And the cards are, like say, for example, they're miracles or oracle of mirrors. Right? That's what miracles are, oracle of mirrors. And in the Mayan oracle, it has these powerful lenses that we used to have, and when we were in our indigenous greatness, we used to have those hieroglyphs and these different levels of images that look like, if you will, kaleidoscopic sometimes. I'll pass it around. And there's so much energy going on in that because it's geomancy, right? The geometric forms were where the power was. That's why crystals are so powerful, because there's this light. It's like condensed form of sunlight that's locked into that particular substance or that particular third dimensional structure, whatever it is, whether it be a rock, whether it be a piece of glass or whatever, or crystals are nothing but condensed light. That's why they have so much power in them. And then you can also do rituals with them where you could actually, imbue in them that what you want it to be in terms of for your protection, if you want that kind of auric protection, right? So in that lens you're seeing that's passing around, it heralds your approach to an intimate, because each day has a lens too, so I want to make sure we know how it all comes together, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you, interlinks, right? How is your approach to an interdimensional gateway? Be watchful, the language of light. The energy of your God self is assisting you in the crafting of your light body. This loving creation occurs through subtle transmissions of energy that can be sensed as pulses of light, color, sound, or heightened vibrations. That's what you want to do. You want to increase your vibration so you can increase that what you're going to be able to magnetize to you. The higher the vibration, the more you can draw things to you. The lower the vibration, the more dense you are, and the more, if you will, subdued and ineffective. So that's why you want to be around people with low vibes, because they bring you down, You want that which is strong, powerful, energetic, imbued. And the higher the vibration, the faster the speed of light would travel at a terrific speed of 186,000 miles per second. Man, that's light, that's fast. But that's the light frequency you want to be on. So you get to the point where you cease to be even physical. So how you do that is the thoughts you think. And of course, what helps is the food you eat or don't eat. You go to the next one. Oh, you already did. See, I told y'all. I'm telling y'all. Watch how fast this goes. Yes. There's a response to that, but we will learn what that response is. Ilakesh is a Mayan language, and it means I am another yourself. And Alakin is a response to say, yeah, I agree. We are of the same kin. We are one. So in the ancient indigenous language of our Olmec Mayan ancestors, they used to greet each other, not like they were strangers, not like, I want to know who you are or trying to get to know who you are. They greeted each other as they knew each other because they knew themselves. So when they said, in Lakesh, that meant I am another yourself. So therefore there was never any mystery or any doubt that you were encountering yourself when the terrain was all on an equal level and no one was challenging or threatening or attempting to take somebody else's property or landmass or colonization, or it wasn't trying to get you to sell your land for little or nothing or steal your land or capture you. There was no distrust. It was all about everyone being on the same level, and everybody was being in peace, in synchronicity, in sync as they call it. And also everyone was telepathically connected. So you couldn't think something without somebody know what you're thinking. So it wouldn't be like you could hide what you were thinking by saying, how you doing, but I don't really care. I'm just going through the motions because you're in the same space I'm in. So, but it was a thing where it was a genuine concern for what was going on in the village or within the context of the indigenous landmass. So what we're doing here, we're going to attempt to now become all one. And it may be scary at first when we begin to start hearing what each other's thinking. But then after a while, when you realize that, then you'll be more cognitive and conscious of what you're thinking, so you don't offend no one when you're thinking certain things that you think right now that I can't hear what you're thinking because we haven't perfected our telepathy yet. So telepathically speaking, in Lakesh, I am another yourself. I sometimes think what you think, so don't be ashamed to think it. Yet we want to clear off our force field so we can become more ingrained in the familiarization of our people as all being one. We all connected to the same source. We all arrived here with different expressions of that same force or thought pattern, and we're here to now reclaim ourselves to become one so we can shift the paradigm as it is shifting with us or without us. But maybe better put, we can shift with the paradigm. We see all these things happening around us, all the different world events. You see all the different ways that things are unfolding right before your very eyes.